red one just because I think it looks the best here. So hopefully the product inside has that same attention to detail. And here it is, guys, the moment we have been waiting all 9 months for. The iPhone 8. Nice. They even copied Apple packaging now with this. This is the most well-packaged device ever. Do they have Apple stickers? Please, please tell me. Nope. But hey, they do include something Apple doesn't, a SIM ejector tool. All right, here she is, guys. Something Apple would never do with a device without a home button is put a home button cutout on this protector, which I don't know why it needs one, but oh, everything just comes out here. So you have wired AirPods. They actually come with a lightning connector now. Dang, these guys are very crafty. And stuff you shouldn't use, these adapters. Here's what we came for, or what I bought this for. The SK Concept, not the Batman one from the Galaxy. And the front looks a little funky. Let's see what's going on here. Let me peel this off. Very interesting. A crazy difference from what we've heard before, that it would be a full screen display. It would be going all around and up top. Nope, this one has a little cutout that looks like it's rounded corners, but if you look very closely, it's a lot like the Galaxy one without the rounded corners. So funky looking on the front. Literally all they did was add a little bit of vinyl to the existing iPhone 7 design. The red color is a little weird. It's like glossy. It's definitely a different shade of red. It doesn't have the matte effect going on, and it's a little more pinkish, orangish. Very interesting. The text on the back doesn't include the product red logo for whatever reason. And as you can see, it's reflective in silver, just like the Apple logo. So little tiny details here that are different than the real thing. Camera lens, probably a dud in there, but pretty tiny, especially compared to the one-to-one specs. It's a little bit elongated, different looking, but they tried, I guess. Power button here and some sort of plastic around it. It's not as elongated as it should be. It's even smaller than the stock iPhone power button, which is interesting. So little tiny design differences here. Not even one-to-one with the real thing size-wise. It's tinier front too. So let's go ahead and power it on and see what's lurking underneath the surface of this phone. Which bastardized version of iOS? They got the splash screen right, but immediately it's apparent that the display just isn't there. So if you're trying to spoof somebody and sell this to them under the guise of an iPhone 8, it's not gonna work. I mean, it's immediately apparent. And it is incredibly thin though for what it is. It's even thinner, I believe, than the official model. Yeah. Wow, so they got that right. All right, and here it is. Press home to open. Oh yeah, I just realized this has no home button. Oh, it does though. So it's a capacitive home button underneath this little border chin area over here. So it's not actually on the screen, but I gotta say it looks pretty good. The display is pretty sharp actually. It's wow, pretty fluid, I must say. Looks quite good. Unfortunately, it's not running a clone of iOS 11, which is what I was hoping it would. No sort of shortcuts here. Basically, whoa, what's going on there? Some sort of glitch. It's got assistive touch on. Let's go ahead and see what this thing is running. Pretty close. The font's a little bit off. 11.0.1. Whoa, that is so funny. Apple seems to have updated iOS 11 without us even knowing it, before the real one is even out. Interesting. 32 gigabytes, available 28 even. Cool. So pretty close here. It's got all the telltale signs, but I'm disappointed they didn't go and change all of the little things in iOS 11. They just made it seem like iOS 11. So there's spotlight, nothing really going on here. Edit, pretty close interface. So let's check out spotlight, notifications, a little bit interesting. Control center, what do we have for control center? Is there no control center? You're kidding me. Oh, okay, there it is. So iOS 11 night shift. This is the iOS 10 one, but you do have the 2 pages. Very, very good. Let's see if there's a sort of 3D touch control here. Oh, there is. So if you hold on an icon, you get the 3D touch interface.